High school football week number 10. The Handley Judges travel to Millbrook High School in another crosstown rivalry in the Northwestern District. Last week, the Handley Judges defeating Liberty 56-21. Now joining me, the head coach of the Handley Judges, Jake Smith. Coach, as always, really appreciate your time, sir. In the matchup against Liberty on Saturday, but they have 49 points in the first half. What do you think really went right for your squad in this victory against Liberty?
Defensively, I think our defensive line did a great job of getting penetration, generating tackles for a loss. I thought our secondary and linebackers did a good job of reading their keys on their extended version of triple option, played disciplined football. Offensively, I think we're able to establish a line of scrimmage and let Hassan and Tristan get loose.
You mentioned the same things per usual. Hassan and Tristan, with the help of your offensive line, making explosive plays. It just seems to be, they just seem to be getting better and better and better every week. And their progression moving towards the end of the season, is that sort of a good feeling in your mind that they keep progressing further and further as you reach more meaningful football?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think, something we talk about every week is just continual improvement from week to week. I think they've been able to do that for the majority of the year, and they just need to continue to get better as the weeks go on.
So, obviously, in this matchup against Liberty, in the second half, obviously being able to rest Tristan, in my question, sort of in that aspect of when you're up by a lot, you're putting in more of your substitutes, not people who play a lot. What is sort of the benefit of, from a coaching perspective, when you're putting in guys like backup quarterback Jack Prosser and other people in? Do you think that's a good evaluation point to see where people fit in a game like that, a situation like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think number one, it takes unnecessary hits off of your starters, and then number two, you're able to get other guys meaningful reps and game experience, which is invaluable. And so for those guys to have as many opportunities as they've had this year, I think just continues to prepare them if circumstance presents itself.
So obviously, as we take a look into this week traveling to face the Millbrook Pioneers, it's no secret, Coach, that the Millbrook Pioneers really like to run the football. So defensively, I would imagine a huge key for you is to stop the running attack. But just take me through what you see out of Millbrook's offense that really stands out to you and what you're trying to stop from that.
Yeah, they run a single wing. I mean, much like, the preparation for Liberty, we had, read keys and things of that nature, and people had to stay disciplined from a defensive perspective and do their job and not try to overcompensate. It's the same story this week. Just instead of being spread out, everything's condensed. I think everybody keys the single wing a little bit differently. And so our guys are just going to have to do a great job of having good eye discipline and making sure they're reading their key and doing their job and doing their 111th and making sure they're playing their responsibility. We can't overcompensate and try and do somebody else's job, or else we'll get gashed in the run game.
And offensively, still, your offense seems to be clicking complementary on the ground, in the air. I know it's as you see on defense what you like to do, but again, the run and pass clicking so well together. I would imagine that gives you a lot of options to do multiple things as needed if the defense presents itself in different looks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're obviously going to establish a run game. That's our number one priority as a program. But we'll take things as they go, and opportunities present themselves, and we're able to take shots in the passing game.
It is Friday night. The Handley Judges travel to face crosstown rival, the Millbrook Pioneers. As always, joining me, the head coach of the John Handley Judges, Jake Smith. Coach, as always, really appreciate your time, sir.
Yep, thanks for having me.